Jorge Heine is a former Chilean government minister and ambassador to China. I asked him how significant the visit is.
To start with, Kim Jong-un rarely travels abroad. This is his first visit abroad in 4 years, and only his seventh since he took office. Two, it ratifies North Korea's support for Russia in the war in Ukraine. And three, perhaps the most interesting thing, is that the balance of power in the relationship between Russia and North Korea has shifted. Now, North Korea has something that Russia wants, that is ammunition. That was not the case in the past. That puts North Korea in turn in a position to ask Russia certain things it wants, like food, like missile technology and satellite technology. So it's really quite a different situation from the last time Mr. Putin and Mr. Kim Jong-un met in 2019.
And what do you make of the place that they met, Vostochny Spaceport in Russia's Far East? Why do you think they met in such an out-of-the-way location?
Well, I would say there are two reasons. One, it's closer to North Korea than, say, Moscow. Mr. Kim Jong-un liked to travel by train, and the trip to Moscow would have been rather long. And two, the message is crystal clear. This is not just about enhancing bilateral trade. It is also about, space and missile technology.
And after Kim Jong-un left for Russia, Pyongyang conducted a missile launch. What does that say about the state's capabilities and its intentions regarding missile programs?
Well, one of the underlying issues here, and one that I'm sure was discussed between Mr. Putin and Mr. Kim Jong-un, is whether Russia will be able to provide and help North Korea to enhance its ICBM technology, something in which North Korea has still been lagging. And this, in turn, is one of the main concerns of the U.S., that might mean North Korea would be able to deploy ICBMs capable of reaching the continental United States. Obviously, a very serious matter.
And this summit comes at a time of heightened tension, really, in international relations. How might this meeting impact the dynamics of global politics, do you think?
Yes. Well, I would say this. There's been much huffing and puffing in the West about how provocative this meeting is and how it exposes both countries to even more Western sanctions, where North Korea to provide ammunition and other weapons to Russia. Well, I would say this. First, why is this different from South Korea indirectly providing ammunition to Ukraine via the United States, as it did not too long ago, under strong pressure from Washington and initial resistance from Seoul? That's number one. And number two, the notion that it is okay for South Korea to provide ammunition to Ukraine, but that it is not okay for North Korea to do so to Russia is a bit odd. Finally, I would say that, Russia and North Korea are already under a barrage of Western sanctions. There are hardly any more sanctions to apply. So this is a bit of an empty threat.